Hi guys, so Monica asked me to do a little video about home parties. I am by no means the expert, but I did do a few home parties right before the end of my incentive period to try and boost my sales. I was doing her Aim High challenge. For anybody who's new and hasn't done one, you should ask her when her next Aim High challenge was, because that really pushed me to do more than I probably would have otherwise with the business, and it was really good. And so I did 2 home parties. I did them on the same day. I did one as a like a mommy and me play date type thing during the day, and just offered anybody who wanted to come during the day to bring their kids and look at the books. And for that one, I made sure I had snacks for the kids. So I had like goldfish and I don't know, grapes or something, something easy. And I did, and like juice boxes. And then I had my display out with the books, and the kids, a lot of them just played with the books, which was perfect. The kids sell the books. I think Stacy said that in another comment from somebody, that the kids really do sell the books. And so it's crazy with the kids there. Be prepared for your house to be a disaster afterwards and lots of kids running around screaming and lots of chaos. But the kids, one kid's like, "Mommy, I want this book," and won't put the book down, or, and then another kid sees it. And so that was really fun. And I had, I think 6 or 7 orders from that one. And I had 2 people there say they were going to host, sign up for a date to host. And that was it for that one. For that one, I did have my laptop set up. And so as people were like, "Hey, I want to check out," then I just had Order Pro right there. And I inputted their information into Order Pro. I took their payment information, put it all in right there on the spot. I did have some people go home and say, "I want to look at stuff, when are you closing the party?" And so I gave them a date that I was closing the party, and I just followed up with them afterwards. So that worked out really well for me. I would have pieces of paper and pens and pencils or something for them to write like a wish list on. I do have the order forms. I'm sure you guys do too, that came in our kits. Those are great, especially you want to fill, either them or you fill that out if you're putting it in Order Pro, because if you don't, you won't know whose books are whose when they come, because they're all going to come together if you do it all through Order Pro, which is cheaper if they're local. So I also, because I wanted to boost my sales and I was able to, I offered free shipping on any order over $40, and I offered a free book for any order. I think it was over $60 is what I did. And I had enough stock then to do a free book for them to take home right then, which was awesome, because you can still do a free book. Like, say you want to do a free book over $60 order, you can do that and then add on something using the Hostess rewards or the Hostess specials to the order, and then give it to them when they get their order. But I really liked that I had mine with me, because then they were able to walk away. I could say, "You can walk away with a free book today," which was awesome. So, but either way, you could do it either way. And then, so that went really well. Crazy. I wasn't able to do like a full-on like presentation like about business, and I wish that I would have thought through that a little bit more. Instead of doing it totally open house style, maybe saying, at this time I'm going to do my presentation. You're welcome to come. Please, try and make it then, but I'll be here until whatever time maybe, because I had to keep repeating myself over and over and over again. And I didn't really get in my whole like spiel about like hosting and recruiting, especially the recruiting part. I didn't really do that because I had to do it one-on-one with every single person, and with so many people there, it was crazy. So if you can swing it where you can have like a little bit of time, especially with the kids, you're going to have to keep it short, but a little bit of time just with them, that would be awesome. I also had other things set up, like I had coloring pages or activity books and coloring books out for the kids that were Usborne on one table, which I think, ask Monica if you don't know where to find the printable coloring pages that you can get from Usborne if you don't have any of the books. And I had like some puzzles out for the kids too. So I did have other things for the kids to do while the moms were shopping. And then on the same day, don't do 2 in one day would be my suggestion, unless you're crazy and really need it, because it was nuts and I was exhausted. I think I worked from like 5 a.m. until 11 p.m. that day, and I never stopped. It was crazy. But I did like I did that as an open house. I would say if you can avoid doing an open house style, it would be better, because you don't get to do your whole spiel. And I think the spiel is important, especially if you don't want to be repeating yourself, and because you'll get to say everything that you want to say. For me, at least, it's a lot harder for me to like come up to one person and be like, hey, like, let me tell you about recruiting, or, you know, do you want to join? Whereas if I'm talking to a whole room about my stuff, then it's not quite as scary. And so I would say I wouldn't do it open house style. I would say my party starts at 7, you know, hope you can be on time. Maybe you say you're going to get extra entries to the giveaway if you come on time, that kind of a thing to get in there so that you can give a quick, you know, 20-minute thing. And there's lots of trainings in the back office that I listened to beforehand about like what to say and how to go about doing the home party. And then once you're done with your spiel, then you just get to hang out and party and stuff. So I had grown-up food for that one, and same setup like with the books as before. Also had my computer out, was able to like make wish lists with people. I had a friend who came to be supportive, but she couldn't order that night, but she really wants to order, and she's going to host too. So I had another hostess sign up that night, and we sat and made her a wish list. She's a teacher, and she had a really long wish list. And then I had another girl come that night who actually was going to another person's party, a mutual friend's party, the next day. So I was like, don't order from my party, but let's find you some books. And so she was able to see the books firsthand, and then she ordered from her friend's party, and she might be joining. So I'm working on her right now. She's interested. So that is kind of how I did it. Feel free to ask me any questions that you have. I am not the expert. I know a lot of people here helped me, but hopefully that answers any questions you have or gets you excited. I love home parties. I am not excited about doing my own again, like in my own house, being the hostess and the consultant, because it was a lot of work to like clean my house and get all the food ready and like, and then keep my house clean in between the two parties, you know. But all 3 of my hostesses that said they wanted to host from that party, also want to do home parties combined with Facebook parties. And I think home parties make a lot more money than Facebook parties do, because they can see the books, they can see the quality, and I think it just, in my experience at least, the sales are better. And so I'm excited to just show up at somebody's house. They've already done the work, you know, to get the party ready, and I just have to show up and be excited about the books and show them the books, and then they order. So I'm really excited about home parties, and hopefully you get to do some. I'm excited to do some more this fall, and yeah, ask me if you have any questions. Bye guys.